He began by breaking 2 tiles across my ribs.
This thing weighs like 5 pounds. This isn't light. Bill's gonna take this and smash this into me. What did I sign up for?
Okay. Lift your hand up high.
All right. I'm being flanked. Which way is it coming from here?
Both
I got
sides
this
together.
guy.
The third breathing, you're gonna hold, then they're gonna hit.
Okay. This wasn't in my 6-minute abs video. I like my rib cage.
2. Just 1 pull.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of fun. I definitely don't recommend you try that at home. It's like getting bear hugged by cement.
Then it was my turn. To test my focus, the guru decided to pit a steel bar against my throat. If I could do it, I would pass and be ready for more training.
You're too tall. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nice. Good job, man. How do you feel?
What?
How do you...
That hurts.
Does it really?
Man.
I'm really impressed.
When you're breaking steel bars over your back, or bending them up against your neck, or even getting blocks smashed on your ribs, you have to be internally confident. You have to breathe, and you have to take the pain. That's it. Can't do much more.
Still reeling from the confidence test, Guru Shamsul agreed to show us a move we could use in our final challenge. It's called Sinking Python.
Salat is an aggressive art that doesn't just rely on one move to finish an opponent. They like to get in and get dirty. They'll use elbows, headbutts, knees, wrench your shoulder, and when you land on the ground, you know you got hit by a Salat practitioner.
The move begins by sidestepping an opponent's punch and coming in hard with a strike to the elbow.
Break.
Okay.
Second break. Lock.
Locking the wrist, you then fire an elbow shot to the face and a knee strike into his gut.
You're gonna push him a little bit to the back. Right hand hit. Knee.
Stepping in front of your attacker, you then swing him to the ground in one fast, fluid movement.
Swing him back.
So you're using your body weight to pull him down.
That's right.
The secret to the move is wrist control. By rotating your opponent's wrist to the maximum extent of its range of motion, the bones of the wrist lock against the bones of the forearm and make it impossible to bring the strong muscles of the upper arm to bear.
Then, you can pull your opponent off balance and into a potent knee strike. The combined force of the knee strike and your opponent's forward momentum can be as much as 2,000 pounds, enough to dent sheet metal.
In Salat, every action has an equal and opposite violent reaction. It's not just a block. It's a block with a lock, an elbow to the face, a knee to the groin, and then your wrist gets broken. Everything is quick, everything is violent. That's Salat.
That afternoon, Guru Shamsul invited us back to the Guyong compound in Kuala Lumpur for 2 final confidence tests. First, Jason and I were supposed to stick our bare hands in a cauldron of boiling coconut oil.
But this doesn't just test confidence. Like the other rituals, it builds an increased threshold of pain, something that will be critical in our final contest.
I took one look at the boiling oil and passed. This one was all Jason.
If it's too hot, if you're not confident, don't do it.
Okay.
Body, okay? Focus, man. Get the heat first. Tap a little bit. That's it. You got it.
That's hot. Don't do this at home.
The coconut oil was bad enough, but then came the ring of fire. One misstep and our cotton uniforms would go up in flames, and us with it.
Strength, timing, and agility were key to this test.
You know, coming over here and jumping through a literal ring of fire is really intimidating. I mean, you look at that thing, it's on fire, you think, am I gonna burn myself to death? Holy crap. It's not testing yourself against another man, it's testing yourself against your own inner fears. And that's what Salat's really about.
I landed hard, but I'm not burned, and that's more important.
But just because we've survived a few confidence tests doesn't mean we're capable of surviving a showdown against 6 deadly Salat fighters.
To be ready, we need to understand the deadliest techniques in the Salat arsenal. including the use of a legendary knife so poisonous that a single slice could kill. Situated at the crossroads of Southeast Asia, Silat has been formed by many different influences. Chinese traders brought the kicks and quick strikes of Kung Fu with them on their many voyages through the Malacca Strait.
And Filipino escrimadores lent aspects of their weapons work and empty-hand forms to Silat. But some of Silat's techniques have a more recent and deadly backstory, as we learned from Silat guru Yazid at a reservoir just outside the capital.
Nice meeting you. Let me introduce. This is my grandmaster, Cikgu Hashim. Cikgu Hashim, this is Bill. This is Lian Padukan.
In addition to the native Malays, almost 2 million Indians and over 6 million ethnic Chinese call the country home, and they've all had an influence on Silat.
But in 1969, this cultural melting pot reached a boiling point. Malay and Chinese rioters fought one another in the streets of Kuala Lumpur with bladed weapons, farm tools, and Silat. In the end, these riots left some 6,000 people homeless and claimed over 200 lives. In the aftermath, both sides incorporated what they'd learned from the other into a hybrid style that infused Chinese Wing Chun techniques into traditional Silat. It's called Lian Padukan, the same style in which the guru and his students were about to school us. But unlike other styles of Silat, Lian Padukan doesn't emphasize locks or grappling. Instead, fighters attack with a barrage of hand, elbow, knee, and foot strikes. And its practitioners, like Guru Yazid, take special pride in bringing the fight to an opponent.
It's really an attacking system.
So offense is your main defense?
Yes.
You attack first?
Yeah, we attack first. The chances to attack and repetition attacking until the opponent go down.
To execute these lightning-quick moves, a fighter needs two things: speed and endurance. Guru Yazid put us through the ringer with a series of tough conditioning drills.
You don't have pads, you just kick your own hand.
This is like a can-can line from hell.
This one is what we call gulong.
After he got our blood pumping, Guru Yazid taught us the fundamental punch of Lian Padukan, Pollock.
So I create the attack.
Oh!
To execute the Pollock punch, a fighter uses his hands like a spinning windmill. The left hand is used to capture the wrist, while the right forearm blocks your opponent's initial strike.
So you're pulling the hand down.
Then rolling your right arm back down, you smash your knuckles into your opponent's face.
Yes.
Check the hand. There you go.
It's like
Good.
bulldozer. Yeah, you just follow through.
Attacking first, bulldozing through your opponent, and striking him while he's down. I can really get behind this. Getting to trade blows with him was an honor for me because he really taught me what it's like to throw down Silat style.
After learning the Pollock, Guru Yazid showed us how to couple it with an explosive front kick.
And this one, the arm go.
Together, they formed just the move Bill and I were looking for, the Pollock High Mao.
Together with the leg, yes.
Okay, so it's together here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The effectiveness of the Pollock High Mao lies not in raw power, but in speed. By relying on your triceps to snap the strikes forward over the elbow, 3 blows can hit in 7/10 of a second. The final impact of the strike to your opponent's face can deliver as much as 175 watts of power, more than enough power to stun him or crush the cartilage of his nose. You then add insult to injury, firing one last shot into one of the most sensitive regions of the body, the groin.
82?
Pads.
To show us the true power of these moves, Guru Yazid put Bill and I in a pair of chest protectors.
I feel like I'm ready to ump a Phillies game.
I was first up. As a jiu-jitsu guy, I'm used to quick moves and painful joint locks. But I wasn't quite ready for the power and speed these moves generated.
The first thing that I noticed about training with these guys is that they want to come in and attack you first and get in your face and use those traps to get into a close range where they can throw elbows, headbutts, knees, whatever the situation calls for. This really hurts your chest after a while. Chest protector or not, knuckles absolutely stink.
And let me tell you, I'd rather get blindsided by a blocking fullback with a full head of steam than eat shots from these guys all day.
Oh man. I'm a masochist.
Yeah. Now you try with it. Yeah.
Why do I do this for a living? Throwing the pads on and getting to blast somebody and then getting blasted makes me feel like I'm really in the combat now.
But that didn't mean we were ready to take on 6 Salat experts.
The next leg of our journey led us to the historic city of Malacca.